Good morning, everybody. It's me, Teresa Perrin, and this is my stock market watch list for Wednesday, November 30th, 2022. It's the last day of November, so keep that in mind when you're trading because the hedge funds will be balancing their books by the end of the day. So there could be a lot of volatility today. And guys, the market is green and oil is also green this morning. If you could smash that like button for me, I would greatly appreciate it as it helps with the algorithms. Also, guys, please remember that this is just a watch list. This is not an indicator to buy, sell, or hold any of these stocks. So Upstart. Upstart is up 1.81% in the after hours. Yesterday, and it was up an additional 1.51% today in after hours and pre-market. So I would keep an eye on this as well as Affirm AFRM and Carvana CVNA, because I do believe that if the market does take a risk on approach again, which it may do for the upcoming week, then you could see these have some runs. Mullen Automotive. So as you guys are well aware, Mullen pulled down to an all-time low of 19 cents. It broke out of that yesterday and it is trending to the upside. So I'm keeping an eye on this to see what it brings today. If you are in Mullen stock and you have not seen my video saying watch ASAP, it is regarding two things. One is very important for today. The other is a shareholders vote. Mullen also supposedly, and I'll get into this, I got into this more in the video, but supposedly has a deadline today for those Bollinger. It is not a deadline, and people are spreading FUD about that. Bollinger sent back those vans to have them reconfigured. So I would not put that date in mind, but watch that video. And it's also very important regarding the vote. And you should watch it if you are a shareholder and care about your shares. SST, System 1. All right, guys, this is one that has been range bound between 4 and 6 lately. And it came back off that 5, so it seems like it's moving back to the upside. And I'd like to see a continuation in SST. Kaba. All right, guys, if you follow me on Twitter, you're well aware of this stock. And if you follow me here, then you are as well. But Kaba, I am looking to break that $4 mark. Watch the video I put out on it for more information. EPIX, this is another one that I've been telling you to watch closely over the past week, and it is up 9.82% so far. I do think this has a significant move to the upside coming, so keep an eye on it. GoCo, all right, this has been lately a favorite of mine because, as you know, we called this out below when it was trading in 30-something cent mark. I said I wasn't buying till it hit 42. Then it had that 1 for 15 reverse split, putting it in that $6 range. And guys, it's already up to $11.40. It hit a high yesterday of over $12.50 and it pulled back, which is completely normal. I'm looking for a continuation of the uptrend here. AVCT. All right, guys, AVCT was on a run on Monday. Yesterday had a pullback, again, completely normal. But now I want to see confirmation that it's going to continue this move upward, and I would like to see this move to the upside. After hours was a bit odd yesterday, right at close. It was like they held a bunch back and then had to buy them because it jumped up to 108, 109, and then pulled right back down. So something's brewing here, and I'm not quite sure what, but keep an eye on it. COSM and COMS, I don't think I need to say much more. They are on my radar. Again, COMS. MMAT and MMTLP. Guys, seriously, I know you know what's going on here. So let's see, is today the day that we take this higher? Or are they just going to keep it range bound this week? Not really sure, but I'm interested to find out. Fubo. All right, watch the video I put out on Fubo yesterday. They had big news that they are going to be streaming on Amazon's Freevee. And I think that it is going to get a move up. It was running in after hours, as you can see, famous for pre-market pullbacks. They pulled it back down today. But I'm looking to see, they're probably looking to get into option contracts cheap before they run it, they being the hedge funds. So watching to see if this breaks out again today. CRWD. All right, guys, I think this had to do with a lot of algorithms because their earnings were actually good. It was the guidance and there was a miss on something, but actually their their earnings looked incredible to me. So I'm confused here. It is down $24.64, 17.86%. Guys, that is huge for CrowdStrike, CRWD. I'm looking for a rebound rally in this at some point, so keep your eye on it. FWBI. This has been trending to the upside this past week. It is down a penny in pre-market, but news came out today that the First Wave Bio announced distribution of Series F preferred stock to holders of its common stock. So are we getting a stock distribution here? Looks like something's going on. All it says in this article is more news to follow, so I'd keep an eye on that. Halliburton, HAL. All right, guys, those of you that know this is this channel know that this is a favorite of mine to play when oil is going to the upside. So I would keep an eye on HAL today. TME, Tencent, and not just Tencent, guys. Asian stocks in general for another day this week. Monday they were down. Tuesday and Wednesday they seem to be. Or actually, was it? I apologize. I think they were up Monday and Tuesday. I'm confusing my days. So they have been on a little bit of a rip this past week so far, and it looks like it's continuing as they're up 18 cents in pre-market. I am looking for TME to get above 7 and go on a nice little run here. NEO, again, same reason. It's up 48 cents in pre-market, 4.57%. Looking for a continuation here as well. And Novavax. So Novavax has been beat down very, very hard. Yesterday we saw some really crazy moves to the upside, and I'm not quite sure why, followed by a pullback straight back down to where it was at. So now I'm looking, do we get a continuation of that move upward? Because I think a lot of stocks that did that is just the overall market sentiment midday. So I'm looking for this to move either direction. I'm not married to it, but I think it's going to go to the upside. I think it's kind of finding its bottom. MYO. All right. MYO, guys, has been on an absolute tear yesterday and again today. It is up 18 cents in pre-market. Keep an eye on it. HZNP, Horizon Therapeutics. Guys, this is up 33% in pre-market, $26.06 on news that it rockets as it considers potential bids from Amgen, J&J, and Sanofi. So apparently there's bids in for HZNP, and guys, I don't know what the buyout price would be, but this is absolutely insane movement for a stock of this size. VGFC, the Very Good Food Company. All right, guys, there's some catalysts regarding this today. One of them being that they're out of compliance with a note that they owe, but they're not going to take any action on it. So that's a bullish thing, that they're not taking any action at this time. And they're also up on a new deal, I believe. But keep this on your radar. It has been beat down hard this year. It's up 22% in pre-market. This could really go on a big run. AVCT. I did mention that earlier. My apologies. Zoom. All right. Zoom, guys, is up 43 cents in pre-market. It came down and hit that $70 range. It has been beat down very, very hard. You know, at some point, you can only stretch that elastic so far before it bounces back to the upside and you get a big move. Is that coming today? I don't know. I'm watching it for either direction. If it breaks below 70, God help the stock. However, if it bounces like it seems to be doing off that $70 range and goes to the upside, I think 80 could come very quickly. Meta Platforms, otherwise known as Facebook, is up 28 cents in pre-market. This is another one that's had some strange volatility and has been kind of range bound. I'm looking for it to pick a direction and make a move. Audic, again, I mentioned this yesterday as far as the most active tickers and the ones with the biggest gains, and it has another 24.76% gain in pre-market. This has been absolutely crazy. Now, the next ones are just a few penny stocks that there seems to be a trend ever since Calm started doing what it's doing. So I would keep an eye on a few of these, in particularly Oh, sorry, I added this one too. Woof. Woof had earnings this morning, and it's up significantly, 10% already in pre-market. Now going back to these pennies, like I said with Audic, they're up. A couple of them are worth keeping on your watch list, like OTIC, VGFC, CRBP is another one that's moving today on no news, and BXRX. Now, these are most of these are bio stocks except for VGFC that I mentioned. And guys, I do believe that bio, like I've been saying, has been beat down very, very hard for several years. So eventually that cycle gets broken and you can't beat it down anymore, just like that elastic band, right? So I'm looking for this to make a recovery and turn around to the upside. Anyways, that's what I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching and have a fabulous day. Oh, STAB, STAB is another one that I didn't take a screenshot of, but you should keep an eye on. All right, take care.